Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming to the stage DrKKJohan's, President of the BrandLaureate, to deliver his address.
For all of you, show to the world, BrandLaureate is you.
Wow, wow, wow. What a night, my friends. You know, it is so electrifying. I'm so charged. I'm so inspired. Every time when I stand behind this place and look at the crowd, look at the people, look at the recipients, look at the awards, it just inspires me to overwhelming. And I'm so moved and touched. And thank you for taking trouble to be here tonight. You can't be wrong. Mahatma Gandhi said, "Live as if you were to die tomorrow, but learn as if you were to live forever." Tonight, if I may say, speak as if I will never get to speak again. So my friend, may I plead with you, please let me speak on. Friends, tonight, this message is very, very specially prepared from the depths of my heart. And it is worth your time listening, because this message has changed my life, and I believe it will do to you. To me, if it helps me, it will help you. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is so special. Yes, it is. What a sensational night. I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic night, an unforgettable night for many of us, especially those who are first time here. You are glad that you are here. I assure you that you will not be disappointed. We are here for you, to celebrate with you for your brand success. I have always been asked, why are these brands awarded? And my reply is, why shouldn't they? Why shouldn't you be awarded? You have worked so hard, you have come a long way and this far, and you are certainly deserving. You are more than deserving, my friend. It is not just deserving, you are so worthy, and you are so worthy. And tonight, to all the recipients of the SME BestBrand Award, let me congratulate all of you for your achievement. You have certainly done well. And the Asia Pacific Brands Foundation tonight applauds you. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause to all the winners tonight. SMEs, you have started the year on a good and positive note. Receiving this prestigious award will definitely give your brand the that is much needed. This award will put the lift in your brand. It will bring you into new frontiers of growth, which you never thought it is possible. The BrandLaureate Awards is unlike any ordinary awards. It is an award that inspires brands to go forth and conquer the world with their brand's footprint. To establish your brand footprint, to us, that is most important. My friends, destiny is not created by the shoes we wear, but by the steps we take. One footprint by one footprint. If you believe in the power of your brand, if you value and treasure your brand, you can achieve it. You can achieve wonders. This is what a good award should be and should do. It should inspire you to aspire. This is what the BrandLaureate Awards is, and why it is so coveted, because we do not just give awards, we inspire you to aspire for greater heights and greater challenges. We encourage you to do more. We want you to achieve greater success, and that's our purpose of our existence. The foundation is set, is established to challenge you and propel you to go beyond your limitation and see the greatest potential that lies within you, and that you are able to make your brand proud and your brand great. Ladies and gentlemen, You can't be wrong with the Brand Laureate. The awards has it all, says it all, and does it all. Someone asked me, what is the secret and the fastest and the best way to build a strong and successful brand? Let me tell you, to me, in my 60 years, there is no secret, there is no shortcut. You just have to keep working on your brands for success. And this brings me to the theme for tonight, Sensationalize Your Brand to substantialize the brand, to substantialize the brand. Ladies and gentlemen, what do I mean by sensational? Why do brands need to be sensationalized? Take a look at the video. Pay close attention. Look at what this little girl has to tell her father of how he needs to build an appealing and alluring brand that lasts. Be attentive to her wisdom. Take a look. How many of you have seen this movie? The latest Hollywood sensation, The Greatest Showman. How many of you have seen this? If you have not, I suggest that you do. It's worth every minute spent. I saw this movie and I learned so many precious lessons, especially how to build a brand that lasts. The little clip that you saw, the little girl told the father, she is right. She said you need something alive and something sensational. My friend, this is so powerful. And to me, this is revelation. This changes the whole perspective of the father's life. And this is the video clip from The Greatest Showman, the story of PT.Barnum, who created the most famous Barnum and Bailey Circus in 1871. The movie is a great story of why you need to sensationalize your brand in order to attract the crowd. And at the same time, you have to substantialize the brand by working very hard to give a first-class world performance to convince and satisfy the audience. Isn't it true with our brands that we can't just leave our brand as it is, mundane, routine, and stagnated? We have to put in the power of sensationalizing it and make your brand comes alive. That was what the little girl told the father. You need something alive and something sensational. Ladies and gentlemen, this show talks about PT.Barnum. He first started a museum thinking that it will draw the crowd. But unfortunately, people were not interested in history and the matters of the past at that time. Museum was dark and a dead place. There was no noise, no color, no life, no happening, which is what the man of the streets wanted. After hearing his daughter say, it has to be sensational, there must be life, the revelation and the idea dawned on the father and came to PT.Barnum. And he said, I will put on the greatest show. And he rebranded the museum into a circus and brought in performers and put in the music and created the greatest show on earth. Like they say, the rest is history. What is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is many of us fail to realize that our brands have turned into museums and monuments. It is still stagnant and dead. Ladies and gentlemen, especially SMEs, it is time to rebrand and put the magic of sensationalizing your brand, just like what PT.Barnum did. It is time to do it, to revive, to rekindle, to refresh, to rebrand your brand and make your brand come alive. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you sensationalize your brand? Use your imagination to get in new ideas, to create and innovate so that your brand be able to sustain the test of time. Imagination is so powerful that everything you can imagine can be real. Live the life you imagine. Lack of imagination will definitely kill the brand. PT.Barnum says, a man's station is only limited by his imagination. Ladies and gentlemen, as the years goes by, PT.Barnum has constantly recreated and reinvented the wheel to sustain his brand. Can you imagine? The circus ran for 146 years until it finally closed in 2017, last year. 146 years. If he had stayed on to the museum, he would have failed miserably and his life would have been a wasted life. But because he heard the revelation of sensationalizing and making it comes alive and turned every museum into a circus, that brought about a tremendous, a dramatic change in PT.Barnum's life. Ladies and gentlemen, today, even though the circus was closed last year, the brand name and the brand value of Barnum Circus still remains strong until today. I was told that it's a new management who has taken over and they will be launching a new entertainment show under the Barnum's brands in 2018. This is the power of branding, the magic of sensationalizing and substantiating your brand. Remember the song of John Lennon, the song Imagine. Wow, until now, even though years have gone and he is dead and gone, but the word imagine is still a powerful word in today's entertainment world. The song is still played and sang. He said, imagine all the people living for today. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I am not. My friend, use the power of imagination. Since we are talking about the power of imagination, let me share with you a joke and let's test your imagination to see where your imagination takes you. A fully naked woman gets into a taxi. I caught many attention. And the taxi driver looked at her from top to bottom and bottom to top repeatedly. And the woman asked, haven't you seen a naked woman before? And the taxi driver said, I know see you naked. I am worried. I look, I don't know where you keep the money to pay for me. My friend, guess where she kept her money. Let your imagination run and let me know by the end of this event, where do you think she kept the money? Power of imagination. Albert Einstein said imagination is more important than knowledge. For knowledge is limited into all. Knowledge is limited to all we now know and understand. But imagination embraces the world. And all that ever will be known and understood can be known through the power of imagination. My friend, it is mind-boggling to me when I read about that. Ladies and gentlemen, use your imagination. Put in sensationalize your brand and make your brand comes alive to create a strong brand awareness and brand presence in your community, in your business. I was invited for lunch by my CEO, and she said, Doctor, you must come and meet my nephew, Byron Chew, the Director of Marketing for Sony PlayStation in USA. And I went, and while we were having conversation, I learned one very powerful principle of branding from this young man, brilliant young man. He says, the more people talk about your brand, the less people talk about your competitors. How to make people talk about your brand? Sensationalize it. Make the news. Create the news. Make an event. Make an happening. Make your brand be the talk of the town. When you are the talk of the town, you have a strong brand recall. My friends, brand chatter is important. A brand that does not generate brand chatter is as good as dead. Just like PT.Barnum. With the museum, there was no chatter. There was no interest. There was no excitement. But when he turned that museum into the circus, sensationalized the brand, the whole of America and the whole world was chattering about it. Do you want your brand to be alive? Then sensationalize your brand with life. Put life into your brand to make your brand come alive. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important that you value and treasure your brand. Put your heart and soul into your brand and create the value, put in the value proposition to create wealth for your brand, because your brand is a wealth creation. The other thing that I learned from this great show, how to build a brand for life, I learned very powerful principle of branding. There were two magical words that strike me and caught me and amazes me. And the word were never enough. It is never enough, my friend. And in this particular show, that particular song arrested my attention and blew my mind, captured my spirit. I was so moved by the spirit of that song. I was so touched by the way she sang that song. Oh my God, tonight I can't help. I want you to hear it for yourself. It was this song by Jenny Lin, and the lyrics were so powerful, so inspiring, so challenging. It makes my spirit soar. And in that song, she said, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights and all the stars we steal from night sky will never be enough, will never be enough. Towers of gold is still too little. These hands that could hold the world will not be enough, will never be enough, will never be enough. I want you all to please sit back, hear, see, feel it for yourself. If tonight you can catch the spirit of this song, that is the spirit we all need inside us to achieve greatness. And in this hall tonight, there are many great men and women. There is greatness. You are born for greatness. And let that greatness bloom. And let that greatness come out and create greatness for your brand. Please take a look at this video and get stunned by the song. Can you feel it? My friend, if this song doesn't stir your hearts, stir your soul, stir your spirit, and drive you to aspire for more greatness for your life and for your brand, I wonder which song will. But for me, this is definitely the song. The background to this song is despite PT.Barnum's success with his circus and his fame, it is never enough for him. Despite Jenny Lin, with her fame and reputation all over the world as one of the greatest opera singers of her time, it is never enough. Tonight, let me ask you, what about you? Is it enough? Where are the PT.Barnums and the Jenny Lins of our days? Where are the PT.Barnums and the Jenny Lins of the SMEs? Is it enough? I hope not. It is never enough. If you think you have made it and you have succeeded and you think this is it and it is enough, you ain't seen anything yet. The best is yet to come. The same thing goes to the BrandLaureate and my team. We ain't seen anything yet. Even though we have done so much, we have stormed the world and we have stormed the country with our branding awards. Recipients from 80 countries. Look at our profile. Look at the people who have received our award, the who's in the world. The people who received the Nobel laureate, the Oscar, the Grammy, the Academy, the Forbes, the Fortune, and all the big names and personalities that I have met, that I have personally presented them awards. If you would ask me tonight, is it enough? I stand here today telling you that it is never enough. It is never enough. I hope that goes to you. If it is enough, it is over. It's the end of everything. Friend, don't be satisfied with just a dream. The show, The Greatest Showman, is not talking about a dream. It's talking about 1,000,000 dreams. Can you have 1,000,000 dreams? Have 1,000,000 dreams for yourself and for your brand. I ask you, do you have an insatiable drive for more? What will drive you for more? Tonight, I hope I have challenged you to sensationalize your brand. Go for more, do more, have more to make a difference. I leave you with this quote from the movies, The Greatest Showman. The quote from PT.Barnum. He said, no one will ever make a difference by being like everyone else. I hope one day you will be able to make a movie of your brand, the greatest brand. And no brand will ever make a difference by being like every other brand. So ladies and gentlemen, I leave you with this. Be the brand, be strong, be great, be the one. That's our theme song. And may God bless all of you, all the SMEs. God bless you.
May God bless you too. Thank you, Dr. KK Johan, President of the BrandLaureate.